Hello, curling fans from Omaha, Nebraska, USA, as you see downtown Omaha, overlooking the Missouri River and into the state of Iowa that borders to the east. Omaha is famous for the invention of cake mix, butter brickle ice cream, and TV dinners. Well, as the Curling World Cup comes to the Ralston Arena, why don't you get yourself a TV dinner and buckle up to watch our feature game, USA versus Canada, as it is the women's version. We had the men's last night. As we get the teams all lined up and set to begin here in session 8, let's meet the teams. For the USA, lead Monica Walker. Their second, Taylor Anderson. Third, Sarah Anderson. And the skip of the reigning U.S. national champs, Jamie Sinclair. They'll take on Team Canada. Their lead, Kristen McCush. Second, Liz Fife. Third, Selena Negavan. And skip by Tracy Fleury. Here's where we are at for the standings coming into Friday, day 3. In Group A, U.S. sits atop at 2-0, then Canada and Korea at 1-1, Russia at the end at 0-2. Group B, Japan and Scotland both 2-0, then China and Sweden 0-2. So far, here as we look at how the points are earned. You win the final, you get 10 points. Losing the event final, it's 5. You win a regulation game in the 8 ends scheduled, 3 points. If it needs a shootout, tied after 8, you get 2 points. You lose that shootout, you get 1. That's the usual handshakes. Good curling, good game. We have a full slate of games again here for session 8 on a Friday morning in Omaha. Sheet A, mixed doubles action. Switzerland and Canada, last time they played it came down to a draw to the button. Sheet B, Korea versus Sweden. On Sheet C, in women's play, it's Korea against Russia. We're on Sheet D, our feature game. And on Sheet E, Russia takes on China. That's how we shape up Canada, USA. Rona Howie joining myself, Luke Coley. Thanks for tuning in. Curling World Cup Leg 2. As the women are finishing their first of the double round robin. Play each team twice. Anything to expect from these sides?
Yeah, both teams looking for a win out there today. You play each other twice. It's so important to get that first win on the board.
Yeah, it might be slower on this side.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, Kristen, nice and tight.
Well, as you see, Team USA wearing their blue, their dark shirts. That means they'll have the red stones and the hammer. Canada wearing the white with red trim. So we are set to begin here. Session 8. Canada knows coming in. They'll try and even their record with Team USA. They set a game behind them right now.
High 3, 2.5, 3, really curling. Gotta go. Yep, tight as you can.
Go,
yep.
go, go.
Yep, keep it moving.
Go, go, go. Right over, right over, right over.
Yep. Nice one. Very good. Team 9.
And here's the rules of play. We have the 5 stone free guard zone rule. 8 ends of play. If it's tied after that, it's a single stone shootout to break the tie. Thinking time per end, no timeouts. Coaches are right behind. You'll hear lots of conversation with them throughout, with the players.
Keep it down. No. 8, 9.
Monica Walker, the lead for Team USA. They finished 4th at the Worlds last year. She was a part of that team.
Back T. There. 3-7. Good judge.
9. Okay, you got it, Kristen.
What do you make of the strategy? A little conservative to start it off, going to the wing by Team USA?
Yeah, just trying to keep things open. Got last stone, keeping it simple. But when it only is 8 ends they're playing,
9-5
you
probably, but
really want to get off to a good start at the first end and try and get your 2.
Okay. Maybe similar to yesterday where
Oh, a
the
hit,
edges are
roll out, unable to hold it.
That was perfect. pretty big ass.
Yeah. Let it work. Let it work.
On
Let
your
it pass.
7, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8. Go, go, go. Hard back to you guys. Gotta go, yeah. Hard. Hard. Go, 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 go. Fourth, nice sweep.
Well, they go just in behind the tee line. Liz Fife, the 31-year-old, she's a wedding planner. Not sure if she had any part of the recent wedding of Selena Negaven and actually Connor Negaven, both here recently getting married.
Sorry.
And then we'll make a little roll to the back of the forefoot.
Okay, good control here. This is the swingy turn. Yeah, stay close.
Pretty straight there with sweeping, hey? Yeah! 10-5! Yeah! Armand!
Go, 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 go.
All the way, we gotta go, yeah!
The twins, the middle pair for Team USA.
Hard!
Taylor Anderson won't be able to get by, just touches that guard.
You know what? We didn't play normal, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You think 14-5?
I don't know. Is
I
that
think
that's
so.
what we thought, isn't it?
I thought that it was quite nice here Yeah. for
Okay.
my guard, so. Got it.
Just top 4.
Yeah,
Line's
please.
good.
Top 12.
Line's good.
Gotta go. Line's good.
Line's great. Line's really good. As far as you can go, guys.
As far as you can.
Line's great.
As far as you can.
Line's really good.
Just
go,
looking to
Kristen.
finish this
Get
top
it in.
tee.
Go, Kristen. You got it. Keep going. Keep going.
As far as you can. Yep.
Good sweeping.
15-9.
Sorry.
Doesn't really guard the one that's on the forefoot, but does bury behind the guard.
Okay, you got this, Tay.
Well, forces the run back right away by Team USA. Well, try and get them all, and we'll stuff that one, leave it in the rings, top of the house.
Good throw.
So yeah, the tactic by USA with the hammer to keep
Okay,
things
so
simple,
50
put it out to the wing.
Yeah. I may have been
All
a
of a
hair
sudden,
tight. We're going a little farther
Canada
out.
Yeah.
controlling that center.
So,
Please just be patient.
high 14s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got it.
We're just going around.
Yeah.
It's close.
T-line!
It's close. Top 4.
Oh, yeah, Top 8! Top 8! We have to go, wait. Line's good. Yeah. We're just top 12. Just tight. Just tight.
Wanted to draw right round that top yellow.
Okay.
Comes up short.
Stick it out there.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that much out of her hand.
Yeah.
So neither of these two teams played in the first leg of Curling World Cup, so the format's new to both of them. Just 8 ends and timed per end. They've got 4 minutes of thinking time in the first 4 ends of the game.
Oh, kill that back one. We'll run back, clear that one out.
Was it just curling a little more on the heels, or? They were just a little tight. Okay.
So this one might take its time a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think 14-5?
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, a couple centerline guards for Canada to use now at this point.
Top 4?
See the time clock from hog to hog.
Waist all there.
I have been looking around 14 and a half for tea.
Top 8 only.
Drag that one for Negavan. Just comes up short. It's the front.
Okay. Wait, it was okay. Top 8.
Was quite a bit wider. They went there to give ice.
Yeah.
Maybe a tad slower still in the first end.
Rolling out's fine.
It moved, yeah. I think the top 4 it might have gotten by. It was a little bit
Like top 12.
yeah.
10-5, 10, move up, 20.
Sarah Anderson played in the first leg of the World Cup herself with the
No, never.
mixed doubles discipline. So she's the only one out of the 2 teams here that has played the format.
Had success there. Wasn't a successful shot on that one. Just chipping that one over. They made it all the way to the final with her partner, Corey Dropkin. Now gets to be a part of the team play.
Yeah. Yeah, 9-9 on it. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Even top 8 is pretty good. So.
Okay, top 4.
Okay, Trace, you got it.
Got it. Just a little less, Selena.
She's throwing the wrong color of stone here.
Top 8.
Just in case the viewers are confused.
No line and
They are playing yellow.
weight's close. Top 8 only.
Now she saw the red on her sleeve. Maybe thought, I'm throwing that color.
Sweepers maybe put it out for her and she never noticed. Trying to come through between these 2 guards.
Go, 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 go.
Lovely shot.
Wrong color.
Color rack.
Yeah. Sorry.
So they are allowed to just replace it.
Good.
I think I got it.
Yeah, and the difference is that stone will already run down the ice. We'll see if it reacted differently than
Yeah. Thanks.
the pair. There's a lot of things that go on.
Oh, what the hell? Why are we driving through 2 reds with a red?
We're good. Double roll under, yeah.
Well, part of the game, the
Threw me off. What is happening?
Perfect. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I was so confused.
Nice shot, Trace.
Yeah,
so they'll just replace it. No real scientific method to determine
No.
where they're replacing it. They'll try and mark it as close as possible.
Okay. Control. Straight side. We should be okay.
You got this.
Yeah, chance for Jamie Sinclair to hit and roll into the 4-foot behind the cover.
Just control. Hit and roll behind.
Might be a little stiff. It's like a quarter or
No, like half an hour. Okay.
I want to try and roll to the center line. Jamie Sinclair, 26 years of age,
No.
4th place at the World Championship last year.
No.
Mon. Hard, Mon.
Hits it on the wrong side, on the outside, it actually rolls away.
10-1.
Just a 10, I think. Yeah, we gotta hit it thin to get under our yellow, right?
Okay.
So,
Hers ran pretty straight.
yeah, hers is very straight. I think here, yeah. Okay. Got it.
So now Canada have the chance to go for the hit and roll.
Yeah, and they have got the right color this time.
What kind of weight?
A 10, we'll try to roll it into the 4-foot. Okay.
You got it.
So Tracy Fleury, the new addition with this
10.
curling team this season.
No, still at 5.
Course, last year,
No.
a few years skipped by Carrie
Close.
Anderson.
Close.
It's
Close.
nice.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
drop below.
Whoa, whoa,
It's a little
whoa.
firm. It's a little firm.
Hardless.
Try and get the roll in.
Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
And very nice into the 4-foot.
Great shot.
I mean,
it probably curl enough to get enough for forefoot there.
Sorry.
And then this also.
Yeah. So, yep, completely behind cover.
The forefoot line's narrow, so you don't
So
have
you
to
know,
go as
back to
wide.
what you're saying, look at the beginning of this end, the tactic used by USA to draw to the wing, to keep play open.
Yeah, I think it's
when
just
they
a
had
bit
the
more
hammer.
predictable line here.
Now they're facing 2 in the centre, completely
You
guarded.
got it.
So that tactic certainly hasn't worked for them at
Half in the 4.
the first end.
I think 6 feet more than your draw to the forefoot during practice.
Okay.
We'll be patient on the sweep too.
So they need a piece of the forefoot, good chunk of the forefoot.
You're good. Half in the 4, guys.
Final shot here of this first end. Canada, USA. Right now, Canada lying 2.
Seems slow.
I think it's slow.
Line's good.
Well, USA were 14-7 coming down here, and it went to front ring.
Yeah! Line on Taylor! Wade's good! Wade's close!
Yep, so
Line's good!
13-4.
Line's good!
13-2.
Has to catch a piece of the forefoot. It slides back. How far does it go? And it's going to cut it down, but it's not going to be a single point for USA. It's a stolen point by Canada to start the game. As Jamie Sinclair a little deep
13-2.
and early. 1-0 Canadian lead.
Good draw. Okay.
Kind of guessing out there. So.
Yeah, no, that's fine. 13-2.
Yeah. Get back on it.
Yeah.
I had a 13.5. Yeah, so did I. Okay.
Yeah,
13.6.
but I don't think it's 15 on this side yet.
No?
Because mine was a 14.8.
Oh, I thought yours was a 15.
Line's good! Top 4?
Yeah.
Lots wide. Top 8 only. Line's great, top 4. Top
Canada will
8,
get
yeah,
things
top
going
12.
again for the second straight end. They lead this one 1-0. Luke Coley here with Rona Howie.
All the way in.
And unlike the first end when
15.
Canada put the center line guard, this time they go top part of the house.
Yes.
So Monica Walker just
2, 3.
being asked to put up the corner guard.
2. Nice and tight, yeah.
And the guards need to be fairly tight to the house.
Good job.
So the corner guard goes out in front. And all 5 sheets in play. We've got 3 mixed doubles games, including Switzerland taking on Canada. Canada's at one back of the forefoot.
Off the Zia!
Jenny Perry trying to cross-house double.
Nice and tight. Line's good.
Oh, makes it. Score of 1 for Switzerland after the first
2
end.
only.
Tough way to get your single point.
As far as you can.
Switzerland on top 1-0. That was an entertaining first of their round robin as we'll look over Korea and Russia now. This is in women's play. First end.
Korea line 1.
You got it.
라인 좋아, 웨이트는. 딱! 일단 그냥 가자, 라인 좋아. 웨이트만, 일단 가, 약해.
Need to fill in the 4 foot. Actually biting the 1 foot. Working it really hard. Oh, just catches the top one. So just a score of 1 for Korea. First end.
Mine's really good.
Well, we saw Canada put up the center line guard, then U.S. decide to come around the corner, hangs on just to the back of the 12-foot. Here in our feature game, USA-Canada. We had an entertaining version of the men's side last night.
Line's good. Wait only. Line's good.
Hard line.
Line's good. Wait only. Wait. Line's good. Room. Room.
Top more. Gotta go. Line's good. Line's good. Top more. As far as you can. Come on, Santa. Come on. Yep. Hard. Get it under. Yep. Hard. Good feet.
Trying to draw behind their own yellow.
Just coming down a little bit more here than I
Doesn't
considered.
bury fully.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, he'll be able to tap back and roll away to the wing.
Guard.
That's a pretty easy double. You don't even have to. Yeah. Go for it and then not with you.
They'll change their mind. Chat down at the hack end. Saying, why don't we run the guard just now?
All new members to this team, the Anderson twins coming in. But they play the peel, actually lose their corner guard in the process as well.
She can wrap around our stagger.
Okay.
9.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yep, so now Canada can remove that biter at the back.
Clean. Yeah. Clean. Whoa.
Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
We're on nose.
9. Good.
Just hangs on.
Just going the freeze.
Do you like it?
Not really.
Do you guys like this? It's like fighting back to back.
Look in Russia and China, 3-0 lead for Russia. Now in the second, China looking to bounce right back.
China,
Off for 4.
3 there in the 4 foot.
I'm good.
So Wang Rei and Badishin
Good room.
kind of bounce straight back here. Just needs to bite the 4 foot.
就正常带着小直立点啊。可以下线，接顶。
Good sweep.
Seem quite happy with the weight. Is it going to stop in time?
Have to get the 4 foot there as Wang Rei. Nothing like giving up 3, and then we'll just bounce back with a 4 in the second. That is mixed doubles play. Both those teams coming in 1-2 records. It's really neat to pick up a win.
Maybe 8.
Whoa.
Yeah, 8.
Yep.
Well, Negavan trying to just pick that one out.
That's fine. Okay, firm.
8-1. Works. You got it, Sarah. Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Ro, does the call here surprise you? The playing the hit as opposed to try and generate some offense?
Yeah, they could have drawn round that stagger because it would have been difficult for Canada to raise either of the yellow up.
Yep, all the way.
But they've maybe accepted that they're not going to generate a 2 here with the loss of that corner guard. They really had nothing else to use. But they did try the freeze with the shot before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
on, Liz. Hard, you got it. Come on. Hold it there. You got it. Hold it.
Sweeping this hard to hold it.
Yeah.
10-1. Okay. All right, stay
One
still
rolls
now.
just in behind, back of the forefoot.
So there's a chance there for USA to come round and freeze on that now that it's back tee.
Okay, I'll actually throw it firm.
Well, USA very content and trying to basically play, see if they have a chance to blank the end. Nicely done. So now blank is in order. Andrea Ronnebeck, coach for the Canadian side.
You got it.
Of course, the coaches are right in behind and chat with the players throughout the game.
We're up.
Yep, no timeouts in this format. Usually they can speak at the end of every end to their coach.
Good, Trace. Good.
Is that where we're going this afternoon?
Yeah.
No,
Let's
that's
do
our
it.
last game. That's our last game.
Brian Cochran, coach, along with Pete Fenson there beside.
All right. Just control.
2006 Olympic bronze medalist.
Nose little roll in, fine.
Now working with the U.S. Curling Association.
Control. Nice up. Close. Yep. Roll. Roll. Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Right to it. Hard. You're good. Nice try, baby. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, 9-5, big roll to Kristen's side.
Okay.
So it's been
got
a
it,
very
Trace.
conservative game plan by Team USA to start this game off with a draw, missed in the first, gave up the steal. No, didn't set up, didn't make the early shots, and bailed out looking like a blank
9-5. Maybe a touch
chance here in this second end.
Hair solid. Good.
No, close. Oh, any roll, Kristen. Any roll. Any roll. Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
A roll towards the centre.
Now, the way U.S. played this, does Canada change their strategy then in the third end? Do they try and put the guard out in front?
Yeah, they could do now that they've seen how USA are playing this. And Canada could change the way they play.
Good. Perfect.
But in a shortened 8-end game, you know, you can't be too conservative for too long. You have to play to win the game. It is only the second end.
Well, you play to get the blank, to keep the hammer. We'll have to make sure Jamie Sinclair does just that with her final shot.
Yep, clean. Yep. Hard. Oh.
Ah,
Any
is
roll.
this a mistake? It is.
And they played to get the blank. Jamie Sinclair hits it right on the nose and will get a single point for Team USA. So we are all square, one apiece, heading to the third end.
Okay, let's go. Seriously, quick going this way? Yeah.
Good morning and welcome back inside the Ralston Arena. Luke Coley, Rona Howie. And a 1-1 game. USA-Canada is our feature matchup in women's team play. Nice center line guard there for Monica Walker to start things off. Rona, what do you expect from Team Canada now that they have the hammer here in this third end?
Yep, they could put up a corner. Try and generate there too. They're coming round the centre. Typical Leeds play, coming round the centre guard.
We're not there. Okay. Tight. Hard for a biter. We're not there. Yeah, short. Tight as you can. Yep.
So they've come up short, which is never the ideal position when you have last stone. For you to block the centre benefits the opposition.
Let it work. On good. 6. Whoa, it's got to curl a mile. Sarah's rock. I think it needs it, Sarah. Go. Go, Sarah. Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah. Hard, Sarah. Go, 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 go.
Trying to bury this as much as they can behind cover.
Good. 4-1. Okay.
Goes back button, line one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you got it.
So these are just running maybe slightly slower today.
Close. Top four.
Caught them out a wee bit.
Lots of room.
Well, Kristen McCush
Just T-line.
trying to come right down to it.
Line, you can't tap. Okay. Right to it, freeze it. No tap, no tap. We're there.
We'll look over and see Switzerland and Canada 1-1. That's Jenny Parega now.
Canada are line one. Trying to hit that yellow and keep the shooter.
She's going nose.
I take the
4
two.
rows over the top of their other red.
She had nose over.
Just straight freeze. Yep.
Yeah.
So a score of 1 to Switzerland.
Good.
Well, and those two teams, two countries played in the Olympic gold medal final. Canada winning. John Morris along with.
Or is it down here?
Never. 8. Around? I think we want to go around. That doesn't help us at all. Yeah, you gotta go, Sarah. You gotta go, Sarah. Gotta go.
This one's wide and heavy, just next the Canadian counter onto the 1 foot.
Seems like you get just that little bit off on weight and it runs that bit straighter.
Okay. 14. 13-7.
Yeah, so
Got it.
we're saying there Johnny Morris has got a new partner here. Caitlin Park. He played in the Olympics with Caitlin Laws.
Let it work. We gotta go. You have no line yet. Freeze it. Line's good. Top 12, top 8. As far as you can. Top 12. Needs a curl still. Hard finish.
Try and leave this. Yes, they're coming up that bit short again. They're just struggling a wee bit today with this weight.
Run it or something.
And that could be the stones or the ice surface temperature in the building, or the numerous things that it could be.
It could be, the temperature outside affects temperature inside as well. So the icemen work hard at trying to keep it very consistent. They're always watching ice temperature, atmospheric temperatures, doing their best to keep it the same.
2. Just 2. Line's good.
But that's where when the ice conditions do change slightly, it's so important for the team to communicate at all times. That's why they're using the stopwatches. That's why they're getting that information gathered.
Just one. Yep.
Good.
All right, who shot? I think we are.
Bump or something.
So USA think they are short.
Kind of wait. I was thinking just like back line. Okay. Or do you like that back line? Yeah, I was thinking that or hack, but either or.
Well, there's a look. You decide. It does look to me that it is that redstone back button shot.
It's close, but I think it is red.
Whoa. I'm up. No. No, it's really up.
I've seen with the up weight that there's no recovery out here.
Yep. Whoa. Am I rolling? Trying to maybe keep it. Okay.
Well, just the up weight doesn't curl.
Sure is. All right.
Slide over and see Korea and Russia, the other women's team play going on here in session 8. Korea lying 3.
Yep. Alina Kovaleva having to draw against 3.
7.
But at least there is a way in for her.
7. I'm good.
Sweepers
Go easy.
seem quite happy with this one.
I'm good. No more.
Nursing it in now.
I'm really good.
Just need to be in the 8 foot. Yeah, plays it well.
Yeah, no problem there. Well done for Russia to tie that game up.
We gotta go. Try to open
So a
something.
really nice shot there
Can we peel?
from
Peel
USA.
something?
Come right in on top of that yellow.
Peel what? Oh, open something.
Yeah. Trace, you gotta go. Trace. Okay.
Yeah, Canada need to get this opened up here. They've got last stone.
Well, saying they need to go, they are on the end times. 4 minutes per end thinking time, and trying to throw that will slide by everything.
Do we still not know who shot, Trace?
I'm not sure now.
Okay.
They were before, but.
Yeah.
Do you find sometimes the time is in their head as well, not for that delivery, may have caused a little bit of that result?
Yeah, because the front end had just kind of shouted up that we need to watch our time. So the player going into the hack, that is certainly in their mind. Because I've seen that side run pretty straight with weight, so the last thing you can do is be on the high side. USA are quite happy that they are lying short. Quite have a bit of a guard here.
Just over curling. Good weight.
Just trying to cover that yellow and the... So the gap's been covered, but the yellow's still there.
Okay, you got it, Selena.
So decision pretty quickly made by Team Canada. Try and go yellow right in and spill both those reds out. Very nice.
Great shot.
No question who's shot right now.
Good throw. Nice throw.
Yep, and that red is vulnerable at the back.
Well played by Team Canada. Good redemption after the first one for Selena. And the U.S. has some work to make sure they don't give up a big end.
Time is
Try to get a piece of the 4.
something that the front end will be watching all the time, because it is only per end. If they were to run out of time, the opposition can choose whether they take 2 points or whether they continue to play out the stones they have remaining.
Yep. Mine's
Jimmy.
good.
A little heavy with her draw in the first.
Line's good.
Gave up a steal.
Yep.
Nose hit her blank attempt in the second.
Yep. Okay, line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Taylor, go Tay.
Whoa, weight's all there.
It's all there. Good job.
Really good line, just fraction heavy. Does leave Canada line 1 and the chance to come in and sit on top of that to line 2.
14-5 here. I just had 14 on Jamie's.
Oh, okay. Getting a little stiffer, I guess.
That was a 14?
Yeah. So right on top.
You
Right
see
to
there,
it.
it passed the guard by a wee bit, and it's completely buried.
Okay, you got it. Got it.
Really big finish coming into the house.
See there, just over a minute and counting for Team Canada. Of course, that is thinking time.
Nice close. T-line. T-line. Close. Weight's pretty good. T-line. 4. That's it. Starting to curl down. No, weight's close. Weight's really close. You can hear me? No. Weight's great. Weight's really good. Lives to finish. Weight's all there. It needs to finish though. Yeah. I can't. No,
Needing
I
this to
can't.
curl a wee bit.
Can't.
Just freeze on top.
Okay.
Doesn't get to the inside.
We'll look over and see. China against Russia. 3 in the first by Russia, 4 back in the second.
Yeah, or even hack. I think hack. Probably, yeah.
And what does Russia have in the third?
Russia line 1.
Yeah, I don't think I moved much.
Oh, and they punched their own through.
Steal of 3, is it? 2 anyway.
Definitely looks like it is 3, so a 7-3 China lead. It's okay, we'll give you the 3 in the first. We'll take 7 points in the next 2 ends.
Just giving them a wee start.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with mixed doubles, the scoreline can change so quickly. So USA have decided to come down the other side, tap their red up into the pocket.
Looks as though it's Canada 1-2 at the moment.
Easy board. No.
And this end's had its swings back and forth.
Whoa. No. Come on. Close. Taylor. Hard. Yeah.
Hold the line. And we'll go right on their own.
Right through the middle of the yellows, but does lie short. Great result.
You see the intensity there. And look at the line. Right to that red one.
Yeah, because they did have options with that. They could have come off either yellow to get the shot.
Little more.
But straight through the gap and welded it on their own.
Okay, you got it, Trace.
So now Canada, can they reply with the same raise to the button from the other side?
I'll make this. It's for 3. Final stones for Tracy Fleury. Got to hold the line. Straight into the pocket and right on the nose for 3. Look at that. Shot for shot of that one. Well done for Tracy Fleury. And yeah, you can smile. That's 3 on the board for Team Canada.
Good sweeping. Nice sweep. Have a girl. Nice shot.
That was a scary. You had no time.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. Kristen McCush on the sweep. Try and hold it the whole way. Right into the forefoot. Perfectly done to score the triple. And a 4-1 Canadian lead.
surprised that didn't go further.
What a roller coaster it was in that third end. Back and forth, back and forth. Jamie Sinclair makes a nice angle raise takeout. The set one, but Tracy Fleury with that last stone advantage says, anything you can do, I'll do the same, and I'll get 3 points out of it.
Three. All there. Whoa, don't touch it. Nice. I'm good, guys.
Which leads me, Rona, thinking, is it something maybe if Jamie plays a little bit quieter of a tap to leave that backing?
Yeah, and she did have the options that she could have nicked off one of the yellows and rolled over on top to make it more difficult to be removed.
So, okay.
But that's all in the past. Now all they can do is look forward here is Kristen McCush
Close, yeah.
Line's good.
trying to get things set up. Of course,
Hanging a bit.
Kristen,
Top 4.
bloodlines in the curling world.
Weight's great.
Aunt is
Weight's really good.
Olympic
Curl,
gold medalist,
line,
world
line.
champion Jill Officer.
I think we're there.
Line's great.
She's just recently retired from competitive play.
13-4.
Wow.
Sorry.
Or is it taking a hiatus like some
Well,
players where
yes.
they end up coming back?
13-4. A mini retirement.
Take a rest.
Here we go.
So those 2 yellow Canadian stones in the house.
Line's tight, a little bit.
Now Monica Walker will try and get it
4-5.
set up for Team USA. Again, coming in USA 2-0, Canada 1-1.
Line is good, guys.
4-5.
Yep, just trying to bury this behind the corner.
Fars will go, Fars will go. Yep. Hard take, go.
Swept that really well the whole way. It does get in behind.
Good job.
Good sweep.
And here's where the wrinkle, the change this season with the 5 stone free guard zone rule. Might see a run back last year in the 4 rock rule. Here, now you can't remove that stone out in front.
Line's pretty good. 2.5.
Yep, so it's this stone here.
Hard finish.
You'll always see the 2 coming into the house, but where do they put that
Get to
3rd
center,
stone now?
hard. Yep. Good.
So just short in line with the 2. Pretty good result.
Look in Korea, Russia. Russia got that one buried right in behind.
Okay, you got this today.
Korea does have last stone advantage.
Minji Kim just looking to raise the guard onto the one in the house. Oh, just misses the back one. Steal of 1 for Russia. 2-1 after 3 ends.
Works.
많이 지나갔어? 많이 떨어지네. 많이 지나갔어. 니? 근데 꽤 지나갔어.
Okay, 2. Okay. Got it.
Well, that women's game is also Pool A play. This is the same pool that USA and Canada are in. Russia looking for their first win on the women's side. At 0-2, Korea's 1-1.
Yep. Whoa.
Well, there's the run back and roll the shooter off. Nice shot for Liz Fife.
So there is still a corner there.
I guess.
7.
5. On if any. 7. 7's okay. Tell me when. Yeah, you can go. Good. Good judge, guys.
Yeah, well buried in behind.
That one is deeper, but it makes a run back more difficult.
Yeah.
It does.
Just a straight peel? Yeah. Okay, okay. Mine moved a bit.
Well, all the way across the top. Get that one out on the clean peel for Selena Negevin.
Yeah. Or you could just nose it.
Look at all the scores going on here in session 8. 2-2 Canada, Switzerland. Mixed doubles, well, 6-3 Sweden leads Korea in mixed doubles. 2-1 in women's play for Russia over Korea. And over on sheet E, China 7-4 now. Mixed doubles play, Russia getting 1 in the 4th end.
Easy hack. Hack down. Down. Pretty down. Oh. Oh, dip. Back line.
So USA looked at coming around and tapping back the one
Oh.
that's
Take.
in the forefoot, but just decided to tap back the top one. Try and open up the center. Still leaves Canada line 2.
You got it. You got it. Peel. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Clean. Clean. Whoa. 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 Oh, that's whoa. Right out.
That one just seemed to just keep going away from towards the boards.
Yeah, we've seen that this week with any into-out movement in your release. And there's certainly no recovery.
Little more. Little less.
Well, Sarah Anderson, and I'm sure she will let you know, she's the older of the 2 Anderson twins on this by a minute.
Go, go, go.
Just a minute.
Hard. Oh, roll it, man.
A nice split in their own here.
Go, 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 go. Hard. Okay. Just a little bit less on
Canada
that
really can't afford to leave those ones in there.
No. Right? Or you like
They could get a hit and roll off the one that's lying second shot. The double is there.
Or roll behind ours. I guess it's scary if she rolls behind. They hit one and we nose freeze them.
Are you thinking like go here? Yeah, because I was just scared. I just didn't want to play double and it jam on the back.
Yeah. So hit and roll. Like that?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, 10.
Okay. Got it. Just roll to like just touch the center here?
I think so.
Okay, I like it.
So just deciding to hit the red stone on the left there that's lying
Okay.
second shot and
Okay,
roll
roll
over
it to tuck a little.
protect
piece
her
behind the
yellow
red.
that's on
Okay.
the button.
To center is good.
A 10. 10.
I mean, if they roll right on top of the triple, it'd probably still be there.
Mm-hmm. I think we
intern.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't make the roll, you like the freeze.
I think if she noses, we freeze. If she rolls in front of it at all, try the triple.
Yeah.
But try to keep the shooter.
Yeah.
Interesting they're having that conversation with the time clocks and the format here. You have to be thinking,
Yeah, definitely. Got to be thinking well ahead.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
well, there's a nose hit, so that would mean freeze by USA.
That's good, Trace. Yeah.
Yep, that's what they decided.
Nice weight.
Right?
Yeah.
They're facing
You
3.
got this.
Just locked on.
Yeah.
Need to try and get their 2 back here. Yep. Tracy Fleury was looking just to roll to the center there.
So it's
At
good
least
now.
you stayed third shot.
What feels like the back line?
Yeah. No. You threw a nice
Oh,
weight
okay.
there. Yeah. Same as that.
Okay. Right to it.
Jamie Sinclair's first of this 4th end.
Whoa! Water in! Whoa! Gotta curl them more! Taylor! 4!
Sweeper's going to have to work this really hard.
Hard! Hard! Yep! Go, 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 go,
Wants
go,
to
go,
freeze
go!
right on top.
Yep, go!
Real big sweep to get it that far.
Good job. Nice.
It is second shot.
Yeah.
So Canada can just try and split this red out
They dragged that a long way.
without touching the back
I had a
yellow.
15-1
Lie
stretch
3
over
and force USA
Thought that
to
was gonna be like a
take their
three.
one.
Yeah. Okay, Trace.
Okay, Pia.
Okay. Got it. Okay, you got it.
Is there any thought of even throwing a guard at this point for Team Canada?
Yeah, they could. They are 3 up on the scoreboard.
Yes! Yes!
But if they make this, it's difficult for USA.
Sit. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Luckily they didn't split that back one out and leave a hit for 2.
Same draw?
Got very fortunate there as Tracy Fleury clipping that one.
Yes.
It moved.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Yeah. You got it.
Hard! Oh. Sit. Okay.
Okay.
That curled a lot more than they anticipated. But forces USA to draw for 1.
Well, they just threw it the last time, and both sides were impressed with how far they dragged that stone.
She only needs to be really in that 8 foot.
Line's good, a little tighter.
Line's good. Pretty good.
Line's tighter, curling. Yep. Yep. Hard.
She's got the backing of the yellow
Hard line.
Canadian stone.
Go, 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 go. Hard line.
Really got to drag this, get it past the front.
Good job.
They'll get by and right to the tee line for their 1 point. Another big sweep. Taylor Anderson and Monica Walker. Team USA get the single point. Still trail into the 4th end break 4-2.
It's a little slower.
Good for us. Yeah, get in.
That was a bit sketchy on time on that.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the timers though.
No, that was us.
Yeah.
Oh, and the third end? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's a complicated
There's a lot of angles at play, and like, are we
Yes.
shot? And
That was a
Well, first end after Canada got a couple in behind those 2 center line stones. Jamie Sinclair going to a new path, got to go a little wider and get a piece of the 4-foot to score a single point.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. 13-2.
And line was good, but weight a little too heavy as it slides too far. And it is a steal of 1 for Canada to start off the game. The U.S. decided to try and keep it fairly conservative in the second end. Now trying to hold on and blank the second, but Jamie Sinclair will have no roll right on the nose and takes a single point.
Okay, you got it, Trace.
In this third end, a lot of chatter, a lot of communication about angles and where to play. Jamie Sinclair makes an angle raise on her last. Tracy Fleury one-ups her with this run back to score 3.
Not a girl. Nice one. Good sweep. Great shot. Good sweeping. Nice sweep.
Korea, Russia, the other women's game going out on the ice. It is Russia line 2.
기다려줘.
만이름이야.
라인 떨어져야 돼. 떨어지고 있어. 수진! 가야 돼!
Kim Min-ji trying to get in.
가야 돼!
It's the nose, maybe a little inside roll. Nose looks like is good. They'll get their single point. So all tied up with Russia on sheet C as they are into their 4th end break. And all the other scores here in session 8, mixed doubles. Switzerland, Canada 2-2 over on sheet A. Sheet B in mixed doubles as well. Sweden leading Korea 4-3. I just saw the tie game, 2-2 Korea and Russia in women's play. We're on sheet D. USA, Canada 4-2 Canada lead. In the other mixed doubles game, China leading 7-4 over Russia.
You were guarding the race. Okay, good. No, I know it. No, we were talking about the fact you maybe could have thrown the guard the other way. Just had a little more room, you know, to make it.
Yeah. Like come over here on the top there again.
On instead of the guard?
Yeah. Pressure on, girls.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thanks, Nolan.
Yeah, the hits are ugly out there.
The what?
The hits.
Yes.
So bad. Like, it's insane. Like, I have half a rock, and I'm like, clean. All of a sudden, no, don't touch it. We have puppies.
Well, just keep, a little more time now, right?
Yeah. That one end was crazy.
Scary.
Okay, so for the next end,
What do you want?
Tight. Are we going to open?
Well, here's a look at the stats after 4 ends. Canada with the advantage. Good draw numbers for both sides, 93 to 91 in favor of the U.S. But the hits, 80% for Canada, 64 for the U.S. And overall, good numbers from both sides. 83% for the U.S., 85 for Canada. Stolen point in the first by Canada. They have that 4-2 lead.
You're good to go.
It is time now, second half of our feature game, an all North American affair.
Line's tight.
Canada gets their neighbors to the south. Team USA, home country here at the Hurling World Cup Leg 2. Rona Howie with myself, Luke Coley. And guiding you through this one is see if the U.S. can stay unbeaten or if the Canadians can knock them off and try and tie themselves for their group lead. Kristen McCush, 91% on the game.
Back 8. Yeah, I think it's all there. Heavy. Looks here. Little behind T. Yeah. Back 4. We're there. Still there. Back 8, back 12.
13-6.
Okay.
Seen this strategy before. It was early in the game by Team USA.
13-6 should have been maybe through.
You just want to guard, right?
Yeah.
Tight.
Feels all there.
3. Line's good. 3.
Monica Walker, 97%.
Line's good.
Leeds both doing their part today.
Sarah.
Very good
Line's
stats.
Line's good. Nice and tight. Line's good. You don't need to.
Yep.
Yeah, really good shot there.
Top one.
Monica played really well at the World Championship last year and really is a calming influence on this team. Knew when to speak up and get involved in conversation, and knew when to just stay on the other end to sweep when needed.
Just close. Weight's good.
And that's part of the team dynamic that you need to set up.
Slow down. Slow down.
Canada can't remove these guards from play, just trying to tick it.
Hard roll. Right over,
Give themselves some corner guards.
Very nice, takes it over, actually guards up their stone back 12 foot. We'll peek over Switzerland and Canada mixed doubles play. Well, Rona, can you decipher who's got what in the house?
No, it's pretty close, but Jenny Perry looking as though she might be drawing for 2.
3. Around? No, we're just 2.5.
All in that mess of stones. Looks like everyone in play in that end.
Yeah, makes it perfectly. Great shot for 2.
We guarded the wrong one.
Oh, yeah. Commentary from John Morris explaining that one. 4-2, Switzerland leading. Talk about team dynamics, and that mixed double team dynamic is very interesting, especially this is the first time John Morris and Kaylin Park have played together.
No. Get it. Okay.
So Liz Fife heals the one. Just one more, Jenny Prey and Martin Rios. Played together for a few years, actually won a world title and an Olympic silver medal. So
yeah, huge experience on that sheet with the Canadians and the Swiss team.
Line's good. One can go a little.
And when they met the first time in this double round robin, they had a really close encounter, went to a shootout.
Taylor Anderson, lower numbers for the USA second.
This split center line's pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Good judge, guys. Nice.
Of course, the 2 Anderson sisters coming to this team this season.
That's perfect.
Vicky Persinger last year at the Worlds, who played second, left the team, and then Alex Carlson is expecting. So the Anderson twins moving in.
I don't mind throwing it this way. Okay, just the top one. Okay, you got it.
Well, Rona, surprise, surprise, lots of stones.
More and more stones. Yep, China, line 3.
Is the final stone. Russia does have the hammer, down 8-4 in that game. Anastasia Moskaleva throwing that final stone.
She needs to virtually be on the button.
See her partner, Alexander Ehrman. Trying to get a little rub now, and it goes right through the hole. And that is handshakes. 3 more. And Russia has had enough. 3 and an 11-4 win for China over Russia. So China moves to 2-2. Russia drops to 1-3. Well, we have one final just like that.
Yep, minimum 6 ends they have to play.
It was an 11-4 win for China. Russia scored 3 in the first end. As Canada is peeling a 2-point lead.
And that's what's exciting about the mixed doubles game. It can swings and
one's
roundabouts.
plan A?
Big ends are scored.
3. Okay.
So USA deciding now to come around.
A little faster.
No, I think it's about the same. Maybe even a little slower because it curves more.
Okay.
Good numbers for Sarah Anderson, 88%.
Line's good. Good 3. Okay, line's good. Bit of room. Line's good. Just cross center a bit. If you can, Tay.
That might be in. We're almost in.
Okay.
We're in.
Yep. Good. Good sweep.
So
So it is buried behind the red, but who is lying shot?
I think we're shot. Just a peel? Yeah.
So
Came up
Tracy
a little
Fleury
bit more here.
thinks they are lying shot.
A little bit, yeah. More on
Just
the
going to
other
open
side.
up this centre. Oh, sweeping this one hard. Yeah, plays it well. Misses everything in the house.
Nice shooting. Thanks.
Well, Selena Negevin, 59%.
Just a hair more, actually. Tons of time. She's pretty big on it.
A couple misses, but
just a guard.
did make a couple key shot in that third end, leading to the 3.
Line's fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Line's fine. Close. Yep. Yep.
Great. Perfect. Great shot.
Good.
So if Canada are lying short at the back of the house, they can swing right
Nice
round
job.
here onto the 4-foot.
16-7.
But really
Okay, just
important
biting
that they're
4.
top tee.
Okay, so you think 15 will get there? Okay, biting 4-foot.
High 14s?
Yeah.
So they want to bite the 4-foot. They don't want to be deep. They don't want to be even into the button area. They want to be the top part of the house.
Okay, Trace, you got it. Got it.
Yep, so that if USA come in and freeze on top, they've still got room to draw in for their second counter. So this is where stone placement's pretty critical.
Line's
We're all there right
good.
now.
Maybe
97% for Tracy Fleury.
Line only. Okay, line's good. Line's good. Whoa,
Almost
whoa,
T-line.
look there.
Whoa, we can't be deep.
Line's good. All you.
We're all there. It's heavy.
Not really curly.
It's heavy. Back 4.
14.
Back 4.
If you can.
We're back. Button.
Hit.
Okay.
That's where they didn't want to go.
We should have maybe gone right back.
Yeah, if it is going to be just on that tee line, you're as well sweeping it further back,
Taking it right back. You got it.
so that if the opposition come right in on top and freeze, you've still got room to get the shot.
Right to it, guys.
But Jamie Sinclair still has to make it.
Well, not right to it, but T-line.
Certainly it makes it an easier shot now for her with backing there.
All right, speed's good.
Well, they put the guards up to have this chance.
Canada do lie too.
Jamie Sinclair knows has to take some chances and needs to make a shot. Opening right now for her American side.
Line's good.
Was an error from Canada, so can they capitalise here?
Line only.
Easy.
Close. Line only. 7.
Line's good.
8. Yep.
Sweepers are happy with the weight.
Line's good. Room. Room. Close.
Good line coming in.
All there. Yep. Yep. Line.
Look at this one right into the button in behind.
Wow, just about come out the other side.
Tracy Fleury needs to get the pinhole now in order to get a single point.
What did I throw on that, Kristen? Yep. Line only. Line's good. Room. Room. Close. Line only. All there. Close. All there. Yep. Yep. Line. Hard.
Jamie Sinclair. Look at that one, just walk over. See what Tracy Fleury has now.
We're all there. Yeah, we're all there. Okay, well, it's really heavy.
Yep, doesn't look happy with that
12.
one.
Okay. Back 8. Stay close, Liz. I might. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say maybe try to finish. Okay.
But it's going to slide right by, clip the back one, and a steal by the U.S. Exactly what the doctor ordered. They're now down by just 1. 4-3. Canada leads. As we are through 5 ends of play of our feature game in Omaha.
Okay, we got to do 2 again. Yep. I like it. 1 and then a 3, and then come around on yours.
Okay, same end. Let's go.
I think what side? Same side? I think straight side. Yep, I like it. Turn. Let's do it. Let's do it.
What rock? Sometimes it's like before you leave.
3. Let's do 3. No, it's a 1. That's 1. Everything you bring it? No. I think we do. No.
I'm good.
1.
Whoa, it's over curling.
Let it die.
1.
Whoa, it's over curling.
Good. Great job.
Steal by Team USA, and we have a 1-point game. Came down to the end in the men's USA-Canada game last night.
I don't remember.
We'll see where we go here in this morning session. Canada, USA. USA 2-0 coming in.
Gotta go. T-line.
Canada 1-1 in pool play. It's the double round robin.
We're there. Really curling. Really moving now. Back 8.
Top team in each pool goes to the final.
14.
Everyone obviously trying to get to that grand final. There's a little bit of money here that helps.
Yeah, it just helps along the way.
Tight.
In the women's team play, there's $66,000 US dollars on the line. $1,500 for each round robin win. If you end up going on to win the event, you get $20,000.
3.
It's a pretty good payday.
Taylor's rock. Stay.
So interestingly, Canada drew the wing.
It's good.
They didn't put up a corner guard.
No, just stay. I don't want it in.
So it gives USA the chance to get their second guard up. Oh, just slides in.
As they do. Let's look at exactly the prize money available for men and women here. If you win a round robin game, that's $1,500 for you. Total for each group, $18,000. But there's that $20,000 if you win the final. If you get to the final, you're guaranteed $10,000. Obviously, the total for the playoffs is $30,000, and overall $66,000 for the men and women. Mixed doubles, $33,000.
No, waist close.
And this is the very first international, the only international curling events where you can wear your nation's colors and earn money.
I think it's fast too. Yeah.
I mean, I
Yep,
don't
the
mind
member
that.
associations can decide
I like under.
who comes to these events.
Do you like
Some
under?
have sent
I
the
like under, yeah. You know the speed.
same teams to the first 2 legs,
Curly side, right? Yep.
but others have chosen different teams.
Both these countries, U.S. and Canada, have sent different different squads in all 3 disciplines, and they will for the 3rd leg as well.
I'm good. 7.
And it is a great opportunity to give it that experience to other players.
This Tracy Fleury team is a perfect example. They haven't been able to play at an international event as Team Canada before. Here they're wearing the red and white. taking on Team USA and Jamie Sinclair, who's represented USA at the Worlds last year. You mentioned earlier, Rona, that was Sarah Anderson actually played in the mixed doubles portion in leg 1.
Okay, so yours moved at the end? Yep. Okay.
So a chance now, that red guard's very long up at the top. So if Canada can just split this yellow into the house and have 3 counters, that red suddenly becomes quite vulnerable.
Yeah, then. Yep, back 4. We're down, really down. Whoa, whoa. Line's good. Yep. Back 8, back 4. Yep.
Saying they need to sweep it for weight.
Hard on the other one, Kristen. Shoot her on.
Does it get in just enough?
Just in. Just seems like they didn't quite throw enough weight to get separation with those.
Yeah. Because ideally if that yellow on the right moved over a wee bit further, then it's very usable to tap up.
Let's look in. Switzerland jumping into now a 7-2 lead, stealing 3 in the 6th then. Kaylin Park and Team Canada.
Trying to hit this outside red and roll over into the 4-foot.
Try and come off that side one and roll into the 4-foot.
Yep.
And it's 1,
2
2 maybe?
Yeah, I did.
No. Pretty close.
2 yellows, sorry.
2 yellows. There it is. Thank you, Jenny.
Jenny is.
Must have heard us. So 7-4 after 7 ends of play.
Okay, we'll try the red. Okay,
That makes sense that it ran there. I should have gave you less. I like the throw. I just had a couple inches too much height.
And in that first leg, it was Canada winning all 3 disciplines. Right now, not atop the standings like they were, but it's the double round robin. Run back here.
Oh, they overswept that.
And they put that redstone in a better position for Team USA.
Do you ever like freeze it on it again? Or even like full 8? Well, I think if you're gonna go in, I think you want to lock it up.
Whoa! No! No!
Yeah.
Frustration there. They knew it was so close.
So like a 410? Yeah, like that.
So big advantage now to USA.
Did they decide to put the guard or come in?
I don't know, they were having quite a debate there.
6, 5, 5.
They're saying if they come in, they need to weld it, so it looks as though they're coming right in on top.
5.
Can you leave it up? 5, 6, 4. Tay. Hard Tay.
Go,
Hard,
Taylor!
gotta go, finish.
Hard,
Finish. Go,
Taylor!
Tay. Hard, Tay.
Great shot.
I like that. The guard out in front, you're flirting with 1 run back made, and all of a sudden you're facing 3.
Just over half.
Yeah, and with that yellow not being
Feel the top for now.
split enough, it makes it more difficult for Canada to raise that.
The 230.
Do you like that? I think so, yeah.
The top?
Yeah.
And try to run something in next time if we can. You got it.
What's interesting peeling this high one, I think you peel this, they could put a better guard in position.
Yeah, because that guard is so long, there's room to come around it.
Clean.
Because even if they tapped the yellow onto red and removed 1 red and left 1, their yellow's still usable.
Just over center.
Yeah, put this guard in a chance to put it in a better spot for Team USA now. I'm right there with you, Rona. Play that yellow tap, you might be able to move them around. But Canada leads 4-3.
Two. Just 2. 2. Just gotta cross center. I think you gotta go, Taylor. Yeah. Still 2. Gotta go, Tay. Gotta go, Tay. Keep going. Go. Keep going.
Okay, you got it.
So if they can peel this guard so that it goes back and catches right hand side of the yellow. Just bring it back into the house.
Girl.
Watch that yellow.
No, it's just going to go over the top.
Okay. Okay.
So just a straight peel by Negavan and Team Canada.
Try it. All right.
All right, same spot, guys.
Let's look in the other women's game going on. 2-2 Korea and Russia. We're on sheet C.
Yeah, it's the line, I think, is the biggest.
Korea, line 3. Alina Kovaleva got her work cut out here. Has to draw the 4-foot.
Давайте, давайте, 4 надо. Линий очень много.
Давай, 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 до конца.
Sweepers on this.
Давай, давай, девочки, до конца.
All of them trying to drag it.
Давай, 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 давай.
Can they cut out any?
Давай, 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 давай. Oh, it's all there, guys.
Come up short.
Cut it down to a steal of just 2.
Taylor. Easy. Close. Yep. 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 Go, 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 go.
Or did they? So it is 3.
A big steal there for Korea.
It's quite thin, the red, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But it does open up both sides. I don't mind the red, yellow.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of picking the yellow out. And what do you think?
Well, if we pick the yellow out, at least it's open, right?
Are you thinking just yellow?
I was thinking just yellow or the red yellow.
Yeah. I think the red yellow might give us more options.
Red yellow.
Okay. Trace, where do you like? Mine ran quite straight, hey?
Yeah, a little more.
Okay.
We need to get it pretty thin.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought she was back on hers, though.
Yeah.
So.
I think a bit more than that too.
Well, this Canadian team has had a fairly successful season.
Yeah.
So far, they're ranked 6th on the World Curling Tour. For a team just playing with a new skip, 3 of the 4 members playing together for a long time and now adding a new skip, can tell there's still a new dynamic.
Yep. Whoa, close.
Tracy Fleury trying to go across the face. Red, yellow, and misses them in the house.
Yeah, caught it too thick.
Just missed the line call a little bit.
So
she's got
Huge advantage now to USA.
I think for 2. And so then if we don't guard half this, she has the.
I mean, I
She needed to catch that red thinner to spring the yellow back into the 2 in the house.
Could have stayed on that almost the entire way down.
Yeah,
Okay, so this draw here probably?
Yeah, because you're always going to then open the front.
I mean,
She caught it on the
last time
front
we ended
side.
up right here, and that still guards that. I think I just want to touch center, just right here. Yeah.
I think just like where the rock is on the center.
Center line? Yeah, just touch center.
Just cheat on her side a little.
Yep.
So after that big score of 3,
Yeah, so
with
it's
a
couple
great
inches
raise,
nice.
run
Some of the
back
weight
from
should be okay.
Tracy Fleury, struggled to get anything going.
Yeah, sometimes you get that big score and you relax a little bit. You take that foot off the gas pedal. US is not let up.
Close.
Some aggressive calls so far in the end by Jamie Sinclair.
3.
Easy. You gotta go all day.
Now can
Close.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
guard this one up.
Line's okay. No take. Easy. Yep.
All there, 3.
Easy. 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 Just let it die.
We're good. We're good. It's perfect.
Sit.
That's a real nice spot. I think all Tracy Fleury has is try and draw the button.
No, actually, she was a little wider. I thought even she put it out.
Yep, needs to bite the 1 foot.
Nice. Sorry, I wasn't quite as positive on that one.
tough draw against too.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's all USA can do. Ask the question.
Okay, Trace, you got it.
Holding on to a 4-3 lead, Tracy Fleury. Gotta be
It's close.
picture perfect here. Put this one on the button.
All you.
Her draw at the last end was heavy.
All you. It's not moving at all.
We're a little, yeah, we're heavy.
No, we're not moving.
Well, yeah, we're heavy.
Here we get it.
Well, trying to find a way to make something. They could have played a little rub off that one. They do. Do they cut it down? They don't. It doesn't quite get in there, and it's a steal of 2 in the U.S. will get their first lead of the game with the steal of 2. What an end by Team USA. Now lead 5-4 after 6 ends of play.
What now? Top 4? Up 1, 7. That was really working for us.
Oh, we just don't want to let them blank, so
I think we go one guard tight, and then come around. Try to get a force. Force or a steal, basically.
Kind of the same and just not too bad.
I agree. Like giving them even 2 here is okay because if we come home, we just need to score 1, kind of thing. Sounds good.
Nice.
I'm good. 2, 3, 3. Just 3.
All there.
I'm good. 3, 2.
Well, a climb back up by Team USA. Steal 1 and 5, steal 2 and 6. Their first lead of the game. Curling World Cup, leg 2. This is game number 3 for both of these teams. USA 2-0, Canada 1-1. Canada scored that big 3, had momentum in their favor. Score 3, then get a force.
3, 2.5.
Now trying to go to work. We'll get the corner guard.
Yeah, 3. Tight.
Rona, you've played numerous games.
Quite tight.
I'm sure you've been in on both sides of this where
14-8.
you get up, then you let it come back a bit, or you get down and you just sort of pick away and make your shots.
And I think with the new 5-rock rule, when you are a couple down in the game, it's much easier to claw back. You've got that extra opportunity to put a guard out, an extra guard out. And that's where stone positioning from Canada, just in the last couple of ends, they've struggled to generate any score. But USA just plugging away, putting the guards in the right place and getting that 1 stone round behind.
I thought it was a real gutsy and aggressive call, knowing the situation by Jamie Sinclair to throw the guard, throw another one in. We'll get to that. We'll look at Korea and Sweden mixed doubles. Last of the 8th end for Korea, as they will peel that one out, and that looks like it is good for 3 and the win.
Congratulations. Well played. Congratulations.
And it is. So Korea will get 3 in the last to win 7-6. And Sweden 0-4 now in the mixed doubles. Well, Korea improves to 3-1. Final now on the board. Switzerland beats Canada for the 2nd time. Canada now 1-2. And Korea winning. Sorry, pardon me, Canada 1-3. One of those losses was a shootout, so they do get a point for that. But Korea 3-1, Switzerland 4-0. Canada trying to defend their title from the first leg.
Yeah, you can go, Mon.
Sweden got a young team here. First experience in the international stage, and they've lost a couple of their games now on the last end by losing big ends.
That's my bad.
So it's a great learning experience for these guys.
So 7th end of this game, Liz Fife, second for Team Canada.
Trying to get roll behind that cover. Doesn't fully bury. And now Canada one down here, second last end. Do they want to take a 2 and go 1 up without the hammer coming home?
Well, I know the stats change it because you played the extra end. And most events in here, a tie game goes to the shootout.
Yeah, so it's a completely different mindset on how to play the scoreboard in the last couple of ends.
Yeah, always. Hard, man! Hard, gotta go!
Trying to hold this past the guard. Just nicks it.
Taylor Anderson touches the front.
I got pretty good weight on it. I got 11. Yeah, it actually ended up being bored.
Okay, so this is 14-5 to tee? Yeah. Okay. It's really nice here.
Yeah.
Well, Rona, this is really interesting. Draw to the wing. The question now is what will be the call by Team USA as we see the numbers. Both mid to high 70s. Taylor Anderson 77, Liz Fife 75%.
Not really curly.
But Anderson on that hit there, 44%. She's struggling with her hit game.
Top 12. Hard then.
They wanted this one back tee to try and
Really hard. Go, go,
big
go.
separation between their two counters. Sweeper's working it hard to get it in. Just well swept.
Just nibbling the top.
We can't give him 3.
I was kind of hoping it would go back because I was curious to see how Jamie Sinclair would play that.
But then probably in Jamie's head, you know, she would be happy to be 1 down with the hammer coming home.
Okay. Oh.
So yeah, it's the first time USA have had that lead in the game.
Normal. Oh. 10. Balls. 10. Clean.
Chance for Sarah to hit and roll over here.
Whoa. Whoa. Center. Center.
Try and get that roll.
Go, go, go. Hard. Good. What'd you have, Jay? 10-2.
Good effort, doesn't get buried though. Canada can move this and roll over back out to the wing.
10-5. Yep. Weight's good. Yep. Yep. Weight's good. Clean. Maybe a little out. Whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa. Oh. Sit. Sit down.
Ooh, just misses the back yellow, but does lie too. Good shot.
Nervous moments for Negevin, but the result is good. As we look at the numbers, Sarah Anderson advantage 88 to 73. Roni, you said you were quite impressed with Sarah Anderson in the mixed doubles format in leg 1.
Yeah, her and Corey Dropkin really worked well together. Great communication from start to finish. You know, won all their games and then unfortunately lost the final.
Oh, there's a hit and a little thin. So a break for Canada. They get a mistake from Sarah Anderson.
That's good.
What do you think here?
14. Do you think it's still 14-5?
Yeah, I think we could sweep a 14-5 to back 8.
Okay.
I gave it.
Yeah.
T-line. T-line. Back 8. All you. Line's good.
Sliding pretty good.
Take a look. You need 8 foot. It looks there. Yeah, we're there. We're there.
13-8.
Yeah, it needs to stop.
Sweeper standing right back. Needs to stop.
Yeah, and I think it just did.
Just.
What do you think? This one? Yeah, probably. Okay, straight side. I threw in here a couple ends ago. Control.
A couple of options here. Jamie can
You got this.
hit and just flop over on top of her back red and make it difficult to remove. She can roll right across. They would dearly love to force Canada to take their one here.
Should be pretty straight. Yeah.
Easy. Close, yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy, guys.
Close.
Easy.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard. Hard.
11.
Hard. Go.
Trying to get the roll.
Sit.
Trying to sit for shot. Rolls a little ways. Look over Korea and Russia. 5-2 Korea leading after that big steal in the 6th end.
Yeah, just tap it out. Yeah.
Looks like Korea are lying 2.
Got it.
Elena Kovaleva.
Back line.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sweep.
Trying to remove both reds.
Yes.
It's a thin double.
Okay. Just through. Okay.
Oh,
like on the
goes
nose
over the
kind of
top.
thing, like
It's a
wherever
steal of 1 for Korea.
4 stolen points and a 4-point lead for Korea now against Russia. Just the 2 women's games left out on the ice here. Friday morning in Omaha, session 8.
Just through. Hack. Yep. Little up. Whoa. Hack. Clean.
Canada don't want to catch this on the high side. It would leave an easy double for USA.
You're good. Clean. You're fine. Good.
Yep, plays it well. So they do lie 2.
Good, Trace.
Yeah.
Jamie Sinclair doesn't need to move that far.
Yeah, I mean, you can even just hit and roll.
Okay, I like normal. Make it go
Yep.
away. I was giving you this with control. I think that should be fine.
Yep. You got it.
Just hit and flop. I'm gonna throw normal here. Minute?
Yeah, lots of time.
Okay, just normal.
So normal weight. They're hitting the one on the side.
Yep, just want to try and flop over towards that other yellow, make it more difficult for Canada to remove. Yeah, fairly square.
Normal. Touch up. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yep. 9. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Well, try to make the hit. Now roll right in front. Doesn't quite come in front, but a good effort from Sinclair.
Really good effort. The tap back is there now for Canada to score 2.
Same weight. Got it. I had about half, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, half weight. Okay.
You've seen out here just with extra running. They've been hanging fairly straight.
Same?
Yeah. Okay, Trace, you got it.
You got it.
Oh, opportunity to retake the lead here. Tracy Fleury, Team Canada.
Hack.
Cooper's trying to hold this. This is curling.
Try and hold the line, make the hit. Little flop, and there is 2 for Team Canada. They answer back. Have a 1-point lead heading to the 8th end. Canada needs a victory here against unbeaten USA.
If they only get 1 here, we do the shootout, right? So maybe we play more.
If they go 3, if they go 1, then they're for sure going 2 centers. I don't mind the tick on the first one.
I think I don't mind the tick either way.
Yeah.
Even if it's tight.
Yeah, I think take roll in the house or high one.
What's our normal? What's our usual? Is that our usual game plan?
No, we would go in and then tie it.
Yeah. I think double centers.
Well, I mean, they're still going to play for 2.
Yeah.
So, like, they're going to go corners.
Yeah, but I don't want, like...
Our game. This is a good end. Yeah, really close on that.
If we make it, play it again. If we miss it, come around.
6-5 the score. Canada, USA. Canada with that slight advantage. USA with the hammer. Kristen McCush get things going in this 8th end. Curling World Cup.
You could come into this last end if you're Canada thinking, well, if we force the 1, we get an extra. No, we don't. We have to go to a shootout.
That is the difference here. Is no extra ends. Shootout if it's tied. And that changes the point system. The U.S. a game ahead of Canada. Could they play a little more conservative to get to the shootout? Then if they do lose, it's not a full 3 points to Canada. Lots of things can go through minds of the teams right now.
Yeah, Canada probably need to play this end as if they're going to steal. They want those 3 points.
Back line. Go. Back line.
The first card's fairly close to the ring, so USA just trying to tick it. Open things up.
Keep it going.
Over curling. It's going to push it right through, so it will need to be replaced.
Yeah, could have
You
guarded
can kind of see the ring right there.
It's good that I hit it out.
Monica Walker is happy that she actually did push it right back.
Got it?
Just guarding ours or like more on center?
Are we guarding ours?
Are we guarding ours or trying to get to center?
Guarding like half of ours.
Okay.
You got it.
Just trying to go up a longer guard now.
88%.
1, 2.
McCush.
Halfway. Okay.
Oh, there.
Upline.
2.5
Do
even.
it, maybe.
And this is where the leads
Yeah, just to it.
stone position is so critical
Not quite to it.
Yep, let's go.
in this last end.
Yep.
Don't want to leave a double peel on the yellows.
Okay.
And that's exactly what they've done.
I mean, if we go to the wing, they're gonna hit us.
Yeah, I think we go around, right?
As much as the U.S. wants to make sure that they don't give up a steal, they want to try and make sure they get their 1 to force a shootout. You can go for 2 here still, and you see the numbers for Monica Walker, 83%. Go around, try and generate some offense.
Go.
Just a little rub of that guard, no glance off, slide by it, and then the open in the rings.
Good.
And Canada need to put up another guard here. Use the 5-rock rule.
Okay.
USA will be happy that Canada are playing on this one in the house.
Well.
So Yellow's out front. It's an easy double peel.
Wait's great.
Can I go?
Yeah, go, Kristen.
Hard. Okay, that's good. 11-1.
Just wait.
You got this, Tay. Yeah, moves here.
Yeah, stay close.
So in the open, just trading hits. Look at the numbers. Lower on the 5 hits, 40% only. Taylor Anderson. Well, they hit rail thin
Pretty good. Wait's great.
and will roll. Just hang around. Big difference.
What do you guys like?
Would you like a high one?
Double peel pretty easy.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't think there's any more.
If we don't, they will, I think.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Okay. Okay, you got
Okay,
it.
so low 14s.
Yeah.
High guard come in, sort of the two options.
Fives, I got full 8.
Okay, we got it.
Yeah, looking at putting the high guard on the Yellows. They know that double peel's there. But they're trying to come round the guards first. They know that USA will if they don't.
Okay, well then.
The guards are staggered, so if you can get completely buried.
Okay, line's good. Line's great.
Needs the curl.
Needs finish.
It's Kristen.
Finish.
You have to switch.
Curl. You really gotta
Oh,
finish.
it's heavy. Over there.
It needs to finish, guys.
No.
Yeah, Kristen.
No, we're there.
Good.
Sorry, Liz.
That's good.
We roll on a corner.
Oh, it's hard.
14.
Just a hair high.
Sorry. Yep.
So 6-5 the score. Canada leads. USA has the hammer. Single point by Team USA means we have a shootout to determine the winner.
Yep. Oh. That's like fading. Oh.
Well, a missed double peel just gets rid of one.
Thanks.
Yeah, that is an error from USA.
Just hate to give up an easy 2.
Halfway.
Okay.
1.5, 2.
Okay. Let's make sure that we're on Kristen's side of center.
You got it.
Two. 1.5. Mine's good. Let it work a little bit. 1.5. Mine's good. 1.5. 1.
Needs to curl a little.
Mine's good.
Mine's good.
Mine's great.
1.5. Do you want me to go or?
Little bit.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Great shot. That's good.
There we go. Really nice.
Nice, Josephina.
A good guard and a wee bit more separation between the two yellow guards now.
You got this, Sarah.
That red biter in the background could be a really important shot come the end of this end.
Good numbers for Sarah Anderson. Higher on her draws, than her hits. Get one, make the double peel. Very nice, clearing the front.
Yeah, great double peel.
Now, if you're Canada, do you hit the back one? Do you guard? How hard do you go to try and steal?
If we're not perfect guards, you can get to it. Yeah. If we're not perfect guard traits, you can get to it.
They only need one to draw, like.
Yeah, Canada want
I think I like the hit.
3 points.
You got
Do
2
it.
minutes. Just over 2 minutes.
So, okay.
Whatever your gut
We're
is,
not going to
Trace,
steal then.
we just need to make a decision.
Yeah. 2 minutes. Okay, if you guys like the hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of wait.
9.5. Okay.
It's quite great. You got it.
Well, this decision playing to go to the shootout as opposed to try and set it for a steal and win this game in regulation for a full 3 points.
Whoa, no.
Yeah, because these two teams will meet again.
A little down, but.
Curl up, curl.
Well, doesn't change really much, sticking or not, as we'll look over another final, Korea and Russia, as a final 6-2, Korea winning over Russia. So Korea moved to 2-1. Russia drops to 0-3. And for Canada, seeing that as well, they know they got to keep pace in Pool A.
Wait only, guys. Wait only.
Really need a win in this one against Team USA.
6. Wait only. Room. 6. Tay, if you can. Hard, Tay. It's close. Tons of room. Tay, go, Tay, go. Go, Tay. Hard, Tay. Great. Good.
A really good freeze attempt there. Great shot by, 2 great shots at this end by Sarah Anderson.
Yeah, boss. Both of them, really nice.
Thanks. Oh, I was a little nervous on that one.
I know.
Okay, fill them all. Okay.
Just mixing it up.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Just a little more, Selena. Okay.
Freeze a real good spot, and again, not just content in playing for that, trying to see if they get a miss and opportunity to score their 2 and win this game.
Oh, no. Come on.
And also as well, they've got to look at...
Oh, and they'll pick that just clean over the top.
You saw there that Tracy Fleury is only 55% on draws today.
Yeah.
She's going to have a draw for a shootout.
You got this. You got long on mine.
And that could play in her mind as well.
Still pretty good in this pass?
Yeah, same as when you were throwing him before.
Okay.
And Rona, this is real interesting as well, because they'll throw the same way for a possible shootout. I like the call as for that reason also. She may have to throw this. She'll throw this at a possible shootout.
Yeah, absolutely. And she is playing this freeze right to the button, so it's exactly the same line. So this is where Canada, the sweepers aren't even up at the hog line. They could be getting a split on this to see exactly what's required.
Line's good. Split. Line's good. Yep. Top us. Hard. Yeah. Come on, always. Hard. Mon. Go. Hard, Mon. Yep. Go.
Sweepers having to work this one hard to hold the line.
Hard. Go. Yep.
Well, it comes up short and over curls a little bit.
Now then, if you're Canada, what do you do?
Just a little flat. Off nose. Yeah. 10.
Try and corner freeze that one.
Less than a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, we know.
Go for the steal. You corner freeze the red. Pretty difficult for USA to get their 2.
Risk that a 2 does come into play, and Canada a couple shots ago deciding to hit the back one.
Yeah, I think they've made that call now that they're going to the shootout. That's
Trish, you got
what
it.
their mindset is. But it would have been exciting for the spectators.
Yes, absolutely. Got to make sure this one goes away first.
10. Close. Oh. Close. Whoa, no. No. Liz.
Can make it difficult if they try and keep their shooter just half guarding the back one.
Okay.
But it does stick around, so the hit for Jamie has to stick. Can't roll too far.
Yeah. You got it.
I just got a 10 on hers.
Yep.
Control.
So this would force the shootout, no extra ends played.
Might move a hair.
There's 3 points available in the game.
Stay close.
Goes to a shootout. Winner would get 2, loser would get 1. Canada can get a full 3 points if Sinclair can't make this hit and stick. USA 2-0 coming in. And this to tie the game for Jamie Sinclair.
Little quiet. Yep. Hard, Mon. Hard.
out of the hand. Got a hit and stick. And there's the hit, but it won't stick around. It rolls out, and Canada will steal a point and the win, and a full 3 points. A shocking end to this one as Sinclair does not stick around. 7-5. Canada defeats the U.S. Everyone all set for the shootout. And the missed last stone from Jamie Sinclair means they are no longer unbeaten.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what we said because we played for the steal, so we were like.
Even if you guys would have missed on the draw, you still could have.
Okay. Because it was like not really center.
Wouldn't have had to.
No, like
No,
they
I
were
was
just
saying
playing for the
when
force.
they played for the force, I said it was actually fun. It was
Okay.
because you guys still I wanted to be like, fine girls, let it happen, because like.
So 7-5 the final. Canada defeating the U.S. in session 8.
Right.
So it was fine, but now it's even better.
So
Yeah, that's
last
just a
time,
weird
like,
situation.
What would we play? Like, would we play for the steal or would we play for the force?
In a decent, like two games.
That one was, it would have been fun. It's fine to like skull for the steal early, but don't kill yourself.
Yeah,
Which is exactly what you
I would hate to give up the easy two.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, if
Well,
we
and that's
don't
why-
make the perfect guard, like she gets two.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like, it was a weird situation.
Even if even your last one, right? I know she missed it, but like if you hit and just kind of sit, like.
You got it.
Well, sixth end, and it is a USA line 2. Tracy Fleury trying to draw the forefoot to get the single point. Out a little heavy, a little wider. Chips off the yellow and doesn't roll in far enough. And it's a steal of 2 to give the U.S. the lead. But Canada playing back in the 7th, bouncing back. An opportunity here, play the hit. Chance to get 2 and retake the lead. Just like that, Canada scores 2 right back. And in 8, all looking is set up to play for the shootout. Sinclair, the open hit and stick. And right out of her hand. Sweepers on it. They do make the hit, but they can't stick around. And that single point, it's a steal and a full win for Team Canada in 8 ends without the shootout. A crucial win for Team Canada. Here's all the other results from session 8. Switzerland knocks off Canada in mixed doubles. As well in mixed doubles, Korea scores 3 to beat Sweden in the last end, 7-6. In women's play, Korea beats Russia 6-2. Our feature game, Canada winning 7-5 over the USA. And the last mixed doubles game, China runs away 11-4 against Russia. Leaves us in our women's standings. Group A, Canada, Korea, and the US all tied at 2-1 now, with Russia 0-3. While in Group B, 2-0, Japan and Scotland, China and Sweden still looking for their first win in leg 2 of the Curling World Cup. Here's how the points are earned. If you get to the final and you win it, you get 10. Lose the event final, it's 5. Win in regulation, as Canada did, you get 3 points. If it went to a shootout and you win, you get 2. Lose the shootout, 1 point, and no points losing in regulation.
Tracy, congratulations, second win. A game of 2 halves there.
Yeah, definitely. We came out strong and put a lot of pressure on them early and then kind of let it slip away a little bit in the middle of the game, but pulled it off in the end.
And in the last end, did you basically resign yourself to you're going to the shootout, or did you want to steal?
Yeah, most of the end was looking like it was going to go that way. They were going to get the one, and we were preparing for that shootout, talking about the paths and the draw weight and stuff. So that's what we were expecting, but didn't go that way.
And it's your first World Cup. How are you enjoying playing this format?
We're really enjoying it. There's a lot of different rules and stuff that we're adjusting to, but it's a lot of fun, and it's nice to do something different, and it's a lot of fun representing your country. So we're really enjoying it.
And do you like playing the times per end rather than per game?
It's different. It takes some getting used to. We've been a little tight some ends, but we're trying to manage it the best that we can.
Well, congratulations today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Tracy Fleury victorious. For our entire crew, Rona Howie, myself, Luke Coley, thanks for tuning in. The Curling World Cup.